是8月29号。现在这个40路法拉盛，这里是小巴去唐人街跟布鲁克林的地方。大家可以看到，里面现在这个车也很多，估计有3-4部，很正常。然后今天这排队免费餐的队伍排到来这里，特别长。那德昌。辣鸭尾、辣鸭臘肉、好棒啊！很多人就不进去了。看看这个，现在这个鸡是一个。OK， 就出来了，准备到免接。现在到了图书馆这里，图书馆那边好像又有什么活动，要来看看图书馆的活动了。这是关于人口普查的活动宣传的。
So when you know that people are suffering, they've lost their jobs, they can't pay their rent, they don't have money for food. So this is what can happen. Unless we are careful, we make sure that we go and respond to the census and make sure. Right now it may seem okay, we're all concentrated on COVID-19, but don't forget what happens now affects us for the next 10 years. So we don't want that to happen. We want to make sure we can get every penny we can get for New York State, and we are okay, right? So I urge, we speak 14 languages, okay? So please do come. Census people are there on 45th Avenue, Brown Street and 45th Avenue. Please come, please respond. I'm going to say something in Kannada now. ಇದು ಬಹಳ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟದ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ. ನೀವು ಖಂಡಿತ ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಸೆನ್ಸಸ್ನ ಫಿಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ತೊಗೊಂಬಿಡಬೇಡಿ, ಖಂಡಿತ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Next we'll have the Executive Director of the Flushing Chamber of Commerce, John Cho.
Good morning. My name is John Cho. I am a proud immigrant. I am also a proud resident of Flushing. And I want to thank the great census team led by Julie and all the great partners here today for surpassing the rate of the citywide census self-reporting. However, I'm not proud enough to say, to acknowledge that I've made, we can do better. 58% is not enough. My mom would, if I got 58% on a test, she would spank me after I got home. And I think we have to encourage all of our parents, our children, our grandparents. This is not enough. 50% of anything is not enough. I've met with school principals whose children are thinking about suicide, have committed suicide in our community because they don't have enough resources and enough social supports because the federal government's not doing enough. We have people lining up on the streets here, not just to get food, but just to work, to beg for food, to get money, to have housing, to sleep in. We have a huge affordable housing problem here. Chuck mentioned this. We have public housing residents living right next to multi-billion-dollar luxury condo developments. They're being pushed out, as well as the small businesses here. I've met so many business owners in Flushing who cannot open because they're not getting enough federal PPP loans. We have to do more. We have to do better. So please come out and do your best. Fill out the census. Thank you.
Next we have the President of Korean American Civic Empowerment, Mr. Dong-chan Kim. And if you need this, we'll leave it here.
Case has been called 9,500 phone campaign to the 7,500 usually Korean elders because of they are very limited and internet access and also they have a language barrier. So we make them to answer. We counted the census around 5,000 Korean seniors, especially zip code 11354555658. Before 10 years ago was very low late answer area. In 2013, we had very good chance to reform the immigration law in Congress, but we couldn't make it because of 2010 immigration communities. The answering rate was far below than anti-immigration communities. So we lost a lot of congresses. They moved to the anti-immigration area. So this year also we have very concern about our rates. We believe definitely in New York we're gonna lose at least one seat. So we have just 1 month, but we have to do our best not to make as 2013. So this 2023, we have to have our chance. We have to make a chance to reform the immigration law in Congress. Thank you.
And last we have President of the Korean American Association of Greater New York, Charles Yu.
Thank you, NYC Census 2020, for putting on this event. I'd like to address the Korean-speaking Korean Americans who are at home today watching the media. I am Charles Yu, president of the Korean American Association of Greater New York. We represent Korean Americans.
No Chinese.
안녕하십니까.